All right, we're back with a little more classic MTG. We've got some decks from the 20.
I think it's 2018, 2019 modern meta.
Yeah. So I am playing 5-color humans. Obviously, we're using the the Cavern of Souls and Unclaimed Territory mana base, so that we can play all 5 colors. We've got access to Champion of Parish and Thalia's Lieutenant to pump individuals and our board. We've got Meddling Mage and K-Self Rebooter and Reflector Mage for some disruption. Noble Hierarch for some a little bit of ramp. And then, of course, most of the creature-based decks in these formats also ran for Aether Vials. It also got Thalias for a little more disruption. So,
Man, no love for the Mantis Rider.
he's just the beater, but he usually does the last 3, no question.
Alright, so what I have brought here is Dredge. This was actually one of my favorite decks playing, of course. As you've heard me mention on the videos a couple times, if you've watched any before, I absolutely enjoy combo decks, and Dredge is one of those that definitely functioned as a combo. So one of the things that Dredge does is, instead of drawing for your turn, you can do a graveyard trick and put the top 3 cards of your deck into your graveyard. Normally this is a bad thing, but this deck actually functions for that reason. And another benefit of that is, instead of drawing the card on the top deck, you put one of the cards into your hand so that you can actually discard it and use it as another engine for your next turns. Like this one, Dredge 5, it's Stinkweed Imp. You would put the top 5 of your deck into the graveyard, you get Stinkweed Imp. And there's several cards like this. I'm not sure if I grabbed all of them out of the deck just to show, but there's Gargari Thug for 4, Life from the Loam for 3, and Dark Flash for 3 as well. Of course, they had to ban some of the better ones because it was just too broken in Modern. I don't know if it still would be in today's meta, since you got such crazy stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
But these are your main engines for that. And then, of course, Dredge is replaced with any draw. So stuff like Faithless Looting, which I believe is now banned in current Modern.
Yep, sadly.
But Cathartic Reunion is not, even though you draw an additional card. And of course, these cards, when you draw off them, they also make you discard, so you can pitch your engine right back into your graveyard. It's great unless somebody lands a Rest in Peace and you're just like, sad day. I have Lightning Axe, which gives me another discard outlet, and then Conflagrate. The initial cost doesn't help you with the discarding, but the flashback, which is 2 red, and then you discard X for damage onto your opponent's creatures, does. Shrinkhorn is another engine where it puts the top 2 into your graveyard. So, of course, all of this combined helps you. But these are really your win cons right here. You're not going to be doing a whole lot of damage with Stinkweed Imp or Gargari Thug or anything like that. So these are your main wins. Prize Amalgam, I believe it's if you had a creature enter from the graveyard to the battlefield, it comes into the battlefield tapped.
Yeah, at the beginning or the end of your turn.
Yes.
Or the end of the current turn.
So you get a 3/3 onto your board, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. Which, honestly, Shrinkhorn can actually go on your turn. So it's a possibility that you could have a 3/3 on tapping into your opponent's face that he can't do anything about. Bloodghast is another one, and it also triggers Prize Amalgam. It has landfall. It says whenever a land enters the battlefield, I can put Bloodghast from my graveyard onto the battlefield. And if my opponent has less than 10 health, I can use haste.
Yep.
Which also triggers Piles of Amalgam, like I said. And then Creeping Chill. Basically, if it ends up going into my graveyard from my deck, I can automatically play it for free, and it deals 3 damage to my opponent, and I gain 3 life.
Mm-hmm.
So for no cost other than pitching it from the top of my deck, it's a 6 point of life swing.
Yep.
So those are the engines. Those are the big things. I may have taken a little bit more extra time, but I'm sorry. I got really excited knowing that I get to play Dredge again.
Yeah.
Since it's been probably about 6 years since I played Modern. Like shortly after Modern Horizons is when I kind of hung up my Magic.
Modern Horizons 1 was 2018.
Okay, so
It was right about the time I took over the store, so.
So yeah, about 5 years.
Yeah.
Because I remember I used to have almost all the meta decks built.
Yeah.
Like top 16 decks at the time for this, and then I ended up pretty much selling my collection to get married. Don't worry, it's worth it. It's right here. I don't know how she put up with me that long, but she always laughs every time she watches these videos and she hears me talking about her. Or she threatens to kill me if it's embarrassing.
Well, that's typical.
Oh, you're so sweet. How dare you tell them that? Roll for the
Sure.
5.
4.
Less than 5. Got it. Actually, this is not a hand I want to start with. 4 lands, Narcomoeba, 2 Bloodghast.
Well, this is also a 4-land hand. Yeah.
I mean, I was about to say, if you have like Aether Vial with Champion of the Parish, I'd probably keep that. I miss the days when you can run like 18, 19 lands in Modern. That crap was hilarious.
With all the double face cards, that's a spell on one side and a land on the other now, you can pretty well do that anyway now.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I came back and I saw Rivigan or whatever it is, and
Oh yeah, right.
Ren 6 just tearing up the field. I'm just like, and then Companions, I was like, I think I'm okay. I'm not really wanting to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! All over again.
They've pretty well reined in the companions now. Like, I think the only one that I see these days getting played is Gigantha.
Is that the land ramp one?
So that's the one that he costs 5. He's like 4 in either red or green hybrid.
Yeah.
And he taps for 1 mana of each color. But he's like a 4/5, but you can't spend the colored mana on colorless. You can't spend the colored mana for colorless portions. You have to actually spend it on the colored mana stuff, basically.
Gotcha. So you use him and you get to use 1 blue on a double blue.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Well, the thing is, for him to be your companion, the rule is that your deck cannot include any spells that have a double mana pip in your deck.
What was the? What is it? Is this the you pick a card to send back?
Yeah, it goes to the bottom. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to remember. Oof.
Yeah, mine's definitely worse. Should have kept the first hand. Yep, that's got to go back.
Oh, mine is just rough.
I had 1 land, and it was Horizon Canopy.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since we're doing these videos for funsies, are you wanting to just start off at 7 again, or do you want to send it down to 5? Play it right.
I mean, you're the one with the statistical advantage.
Oh. I mean, I play things in my graveyard, so yeah, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean,
we can play it right, or because that was kind of what happened last time. I got a really bad hand, and
I don't care to stay at 7. I just know that with Dredge, you have a statistical advantage with both players mulligan. You know, there's a reason why vintage Dredge can dredge to 1 card and then still go ham. Because Bizarre Baghdad is a busted card.
That's impressive.
That's the only card you need.
I got you. I guess I'm keeping. Rough.
Oh well. Such is the life of a mage. I'm good.
Alright, I'm on the roll, so I'll be going first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play Copperline Gorge.
Yep.
Comes in play untapped if I have 2 or fewer lands. And then I'm going to play a Shrinkhorn.
Yep.
3 counters. I can tap, remove a counter, top 2.
Yep.
Here we go.
Draw for turn. Cavern of Souls, naming human.
Why would you do that?
Either row.
End of your turn.
Sure.
I'm going to Shrinkhorn.
Yep.
1, 2. Whiffed. Start of my upkeep. I'm going to do Shrinkhorn again. 1, 2. That's a little bit better. Draw for my turn. I'm going to play a Scalding Tarn.
Yep.
Tap it, sacrifice it, search for a island or mountain, put into play tapped, or tapped or untapped. I will do, hold on, let me look at my hand. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do a Stomping Grounds. I will pay 2 life to have it come into tap or come into play untapped.
Yep.
Cut. And then I will play a Life from the Loam.
Sure.
I'll return up to 3 lands to my hand from the graveyard.
Yep.
You're go.
You good on hand size? I guess you are.
Yeah, I'm only at 5.
Okay. Untap upkeep. I will add a counter to the vial. That's the one. Draw for turn. I will play an Ancient Ziggurat. And that will pass. Yeah, it was one of those hands, sadly.
I can see. Upkeep.
Yep.
I'll use the last trigger. Creeping Chill.
Yep. Now we'll go to 17.
I'll go back up to 20. Draw for my turn. I will trigger Dredge.
Yep.
Dredge 1. Dredge 2. Dredge 3. Well then. That was something. Oh.
I feel the. I've been there.
Ow. Let's go ahead and do another Scalding Tarn.
Yep.
just go ahead and filter out these lands so I have less to look for later. Grab a Blood Crypt, do the same thing.
Yep.
Okay.
I think the last modern deck that I enjoyed playing was, and this actually made it into the Modern Horizons meta, was Hardened Scales. Sure.
Oh yeah, that's one of those toolbox decks.
Yeah.
I don't have very good luck with those.
I'm a toolboxer, so I get it.
I guess I shouldn't have even shocked, but I did play Life from the Loam.
Sure.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep will uptick. Draw. Okay, hand. Stop it.
Wow.
Well.
Mantis Rider. All right.
I would then like to activate Aether Vial. Make a copy of Mantis Rider.
Oh.
Go to attack step.
Oh, you attacking for sure.
Yeah.
Alright. Send me to 11. Wow. That...
It was a slow hand for sure, but...
Yeah, well, this is not going to be too bad for me. Life from the Loam.
Yep.
1. What?
Cool. Okay.
I'll accept that. Well, actually, no. That still sucks.
Well, you technically you will get the Bloodghast and the Amalgam back. The Amalgam will be tapped, but the Bloodghast can't block, which is not that would help anyway because I got flyers. But.
Landfall trigger.
Yep.
Prized Amalgam trigger.
Yep.
I'll set it right here to show that
Sure.
it will be activated at the end of the turn.
And technically, he's not tapped. He's untapped.
Oh.
He just can't.
He just can't attack.
He just yeah. He doesn't have haste.
Yet.
Yeah. He doesn't have haste yet.
I'm gonna do Conflagrate.
Sure.
Discarding 5.
Okay.
Actually, I'll do 4.
Yep. Because you only have to poke him the once. Yep.
Clear your board.
Yep.
Make it safer for me.
Yep.
And then let's do a cathartic reunion.
Sure.
First trigger. Life from the Loam.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So Narcomoeba, whenever it enters your graveyard from your library, it goes onto the battlefield. That's the first trigger.
Yep.
Life from the Loam again.
Yep.
1. I think I know where my Narcomoebas were.
In the middle.
This will trigger once that enters.
Yeah, so it would, at worst, it would enter on my end step instead of your end step.
Yeah. And then for my next one, I will do Dockmore Savage.
Yep.
Salvage. Oh.
Well.
Oh. And then I will discard.
Sure.
Oh. Alright, so that's my turn.
Yep.
In a turn.
Yep. And those are stacked to come into play at the end of my turn.
Yeah.
I will choose not to up that draw for turn.
I was gonna be really sad if you did a uptick in Reflector Mage the first of Malcolm. That would have been so sad.
I wish that I could. That was the card I bottomed. The problem is I can't win through this. You have 3 flyers, and I can only deal 6 because I have another. I was about to 12 you, But
so you were like, yes.
well, I knew eventually that's what the other's for. Yeah, because you're gonna have
Should
17. You're gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 12.
So exactly lethal. So you're gonna have to put the phantasmal image out and hope I don't
Yeah.
drop it.
Let's be safer.
Okay.
I mean,
+1/+1 counter.
yeah. Yep. Pass turn.
All right.
I don't see us getting out of this one, Hoss.
Well, we'll see. I'm gonna untap that even though it doesn't do anything. It's just
Sure.
annoying. I haven't seen a stinkweed yet, but I don't think I have room to complain. Life from the Loam.
Well, there he is. 14.
I don't know if that sealed it off.
And you go to 14.
Yeah, that definitely helped.
Well, that's 12.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's 5 more. So you have 17 damage coming.
Yeah, so you're going to be at least blocking probably these two. So
Yeah.
I got 6, 9, 12.
Yeah.
Alright, so not that I'm trying to do overkill, I'm actually trying to finish you off
Sure.
instead of. Oh, wait. Sorry. Faithless Looting.
Yep. Faithless has been triggered.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Dredge on Stinkweed.
Yep.
1, 2.
Yep.
3, 4, 5. There's that one, and then let's do. I did
Yep. So
Dark Blast.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Okay. So I have a Narcomoeba trigger.
Yep. And you also have a discard.
Discard, yes. Let's just go ahead and discard the Life from the Loam and that.
Sure.
I think there's one thing I can do. I'm gonna do Scalding Tarn, hunt and see if I have another black land to.
Yeah. You have it. You also have a Bloodghast trigger.
Yes, I will. But it won't have haste until later. So I'm seeing if I have one more black land I can pull out, because then I can Dark Blast your. Darn.
I was thinking you had. I think there was 2 Blood Crypts, but you may have milled the other one.
I could have. Alright. Well, I wasn't trying to go for overkill, I was just trying to end the game this turn.
Sure.
But I discarded off the Faithless Looting, it is now exiled.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll enter combat.
Yep.
And you did remind me of the blood.
It's about halfway down. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I did have another blood crypt. Yep. I did mill it.
Sure.
Alright, so he is not attacking, and this one cannot attack either because they both just came in this turn.
Yep.
But 2, 3, 6, 12, so a total of 17, which I already know what you should block.
Yeah, I have to block. I can block and kill one of these. The Thais Lieutenant's going to get run over, so. And then I will take 9, 12. Wait, no. 3, 6, 9, 11. So I'm at 3.
Yep.
So as of now, I'm dead to a creeping chill. Flip.
Yeah. Which is a big possibility because I do have stinkweed and my library is going very.
Alright, untap. I will leave that where it is. I will draw a card for turn.
Outmaneuver.
Put a shield token, exhaust a unit and put a shield token? That would be nice.
No, it's tap everything in one arena.
Oh, that one, yes.
Yeah.
That would be funny. Well, the best I can do is let's put out this Thalia and let's flash in the Phantasmal image and copy the Mantis Rider. So I will fly over for 7.
Oh, I forgot they have vigilance.
Flying Vigilance Haste.
Wow, I could have almost really hurt myself.
Yeah. Pass turn.
I bet you was like, please forget. Please forget.
Listen, so I played Lightning Angel in the early 2000s. She was a 3/4 for the same mana cost, except she was a 3/4 for 1, a red, white, and blue. So,
Stinkweed Imp. Okay. I did not trigger the Creeping Chill. I mean, I have hit 2 of them, so
yeah, but you got what?
not that many cards left.
20 cards?
Maybe. But just not to prolong,
Yeah.
we will all in.
Yeah, best I can do is block your 3 largest ones, and I'm dead to the rest, so...
Fun game. Or at least for me.
Well, once you got going.
Yeah, I was one of those. Pestern?
Okay, so sideboard. I'm gonna do a little shaving here. I'm gonna reduce my numbers on Thalia, Meddling Mage, Kai'Sail Freebooter, and Reflector Mage. Just trying to trim down numbers. Like these are all good disruptive pieces, but I think I have enough of this type of disruption in the deck. So I'm sliding in 2 Aurochs Champions. So it's a 2 mana pro red pro black 1/1 and has when another creature comes into play I gain a life. And then the Grafdigger's Cage. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. So that obviously deals with a lot of his dredge objects and his flashback cards. So we will see if this tries to slow that or fix that matchup. We'll see what you got over there for.
All right. So the weird thing about Dredge is it's hard to actually sideboard out certain things, simply because every component of your deck is like an engine. So unfortunately, you kind of have to shave off some things, like the Shriek Horns. I shaved off 1. I did remove Dark Blast entirely from it. Honestly, it's probably one of my least favorite Dredge cards anyways.
Right.
Conflagrate, I was conflicted with that because I believe this deck is only running 2. And I may sideboard it in or back in if it becomes an issue for this matchup. And I debated between shaving a Faithless Looting or a Cathartic Reunion. I went ahead and did the Looting simply because Cathartic Reunion obviously is a 1 more card.
Right.
In response, though, or the reason why I did that is because I'm signing in 3 Ancient Grudges because I had a feeling Mr. Bradley over here was going to be putting in stuff like Grafdigger's Cage. I did side in a Assassin's Trophy just to make sure he doesn't have like a Rest in Peace. If you guys are unfamiliar with it, Bradley explained what Grafdigger's Cage is, but Rest in Peace is another silver bullet for combo cards or combo decks like Storm and Dredge because it just exiles your entire graveyard.
So it exiles all players' graveyards, and when a card would go to the graveyard, it gets put
into the exile.
Yeah, it goes straight to the exile instead. So it completely does a replacement effect where you don't even get your triggers that would normally hit the graveyard.
Right.
Which is
like Emrakul and stuff like that.
It's real bad.
Yeah. So that's actually what I threw in. I'm hoping he didn't do Rest in Peace, even though he's on the colors, even though he has less colored mana, simply because he's running like Ancient Ziggurat and Aether Vials, Cavern of Souls, stuff like that. So it's harder for him to get Rest in Peace out. Obviously, we know what each other sideboarded in, but I'm not going to change my decision just because I know what.
Right.
Otherwise, it's definitely an unfair advantage. We're trying to play it exactly as we would in a tournament setting.
Yep. Have to prepare for what we would expect, and this would be what we would see. It's like, okay, I know. I basically know what most of the deck lists are running, most of the shells, and
see that was the good thing about the 2018-2019. You had to have such an extensive knowledge of Modern to actually do well, because you would be like, okay, so this sideboard card hits these decks. The chances of me seeing them, this is about the average of a meta, and it seems so involved now. It seems like there's hardly that. No, I know for a fact there's hardly that many decks in Modern now. So almost every deck either looks the same or it's a bunch of the same sideboard cards.
Yeah, obviously Modern Horizon 3 just came out, so there's been a big shift in what the format looks like because there's a lot of people trying out a lot of different stuff right now. So we'll see if that fully affects the long game trajectory. But yeah.
No. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, good luck. I took the L on that one, so
you want me to go first, right?
Negative Ghost Rider.
Well, it's worth a shot. I'm keeping.
Yep.
Whiff.
So I'm going to keep this. This is sketchy, but the gas in this hand is pretty ridiculous. So
okay.
You're good.
Yeah.
Cavern of Souls on human. Champion of the Parish. Pass.
Okay. Draw for my turn. Gemstone mine.
Yep.
I'm going to cast a Faithless Looting.
Yep.
Draw 2. I will discard 2.
Looks like good gas.
Yeah. Dang.
I mean, you discarded your 2 biggest dredgers, I'd say. So.
Yeah. Well, I kind of needed to discard one other thing. But
I got you. So I'll untap. I will draw. So I did get punished.
Oh, one of those.
Attack for 2.
Yeah.
But I didn't draw another land, so pass.
Oh.
Like I said,
Right.
it was risky.
Stinkweed out.
Yep.
Okay, so not terrible, but not the best either. Okay, stick it into the hand.
Okay.
I'll play a mountain.
Yep.
I will actually cast my Conflagrate.
Yep.
So I need 3 to blow the field.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Yep.
That's why I meant to discard last time. Alright, your go, buddy. You still consider me a buddy now.
It is what it is. Max punished. Pass turn.
Oh!
Yep.
That is rough.
Well, I took the chance on a sketchy keep, so that's me.
Stinkweed Imp. Crippling Trill.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you skated by. I'm getting rid of mostly lands. But that does send me up to 21. I'm not going to worry about getting a thing for it. Because I'm just going to...
You got to fetch it out.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Landfall trigger.
Yep.
Prized Amalgam trigger.
Yep, he's hanging out to the side. If you may want to double check your lands for your colors, just in case, since you've built some.
Well, I'm sure I have Stomping Grounds in here.
Yeah.
If not, I do have a... Hold up, did I really mill the only Stomping Grounds? Oh, I'm gonna get that if I have. I actually have. That's funny. Blood Crypt, I'm gonna look at my hand before I decide whether or not I'm shocking that.
Sure.
You want to cut? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it untapped.
Sure.
Play Cathartic Reunion. Well, actually, I can tap it for colorless.
I don't think you can tap that one for colorless.
Oh, I guess not.
Yep.
Okay. So now it's just a dead land.
Technically, it goes to the graveyard, so
Oh.
it sacrifices itself, so you can get it back.
Yeah.
You can dredge it back. That was one reason that the deck ran out.
Yeah. Okay, I see it now. It's been so long since I played this, dude.
Oh, I know.
It's been crazy long. Okay. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There will be an eventual Prized Amalgam trigger. I have not hit a whole lot of dredge targets, I'm not gonna lie.
Nope,
Dredge 2. Crippling Chill. And another Faithless Looting. So, alright, so I will have to pop a 3 up there.
Yep.
And I did fetch a land.
You do have your 3
And
discard.
I do have to discard 3. Let's do those 3.
Yep.
That should start doing something. Wait, yeah, no, it's discard 2. It's draw 3, discard 2.
You only dredged 2. You only dredged 12.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so he came in last turn?
Yes.
So 2.
Uh-huh.
No, he came in this turn because I have a Prize Amalgam trigger.
Okay.
So you go back up to
14.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, in a turn.
Tap. And then that was on the stack for for the end of my turn.
Yep.
Draw for turn. That helped a few turns ago, but it's not going to help now. Pass.
Alright.
Magic is what it is.
Yeah, that's what happened to me with the Delver.
Yep.
Yeah, I do have
I was going to say, I know you pitched.
Stinkweed.
Yep.
3, 4, 5. Let's do Couple and Gorge.
Yep.
I will flash back Faithless Looting.
Sure.
With Stinkweed for my first trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the heck? Another Stinkweed.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well that's not terrible. Alright, so 1 Creeping Chill.
Go to 11.
I'll go to 26.
Yep.
Stinkweed's in hand. Narcomoeba comes out. There is no other Bloodghast in the graveyard at this time.
No, there's bloodgrass.
I mean, not bloodgrass, but
prized amalgams. No, there's none.
Okay.
You haven't hit any more of those. I think you've hit you've hit a bunch of your dredge targets and 2 bloodgasts, but that's it.
Yeah, so we're gonna just swing in for 8.
Go to 3.
I guess you really have to keep him alive. All right.
Not that it matters at this point, but you've hit 3 creeping chills. I think I could safely go to 3 at this point. My go?
Yeah. Craft Digger's Cage.
No, that would be hilarious at this point, but it's not.
Life's rough.
I mean, it is, but a little late. I was hoping to get that on the field so I could do some blocking.
Oh, so you had that like an opening
Yes.
hand. Oh.
I had. This game is over, but I had.
Oh wow.
Let's see. I had. No, let's see. One of these I did not have in my opening hand. I think it was this because I had both of these, those 2, and might have been the Militia Bugler because I thought, okay, I had the double champion, and of course you flipped the flag.
Right?
The one you said you only left 1 in your deck.
Yeah.
And I got rolled. I got max punish.
So I kept a 3 land hand
Mm-hmm.
with a Faceless Looting and a Cathartic Reunion, and then I also had Ancient Grudge.
I probably should have mulliganed for the Graph Digger's Cage, but my thought process there was you've kept that hand, and unless I gotta get a Kitesail Freebooter, then it would be very difficult for me to stop that. So I would have needed to mulligan for a Kitesail Freebooter and a Graph Digger's Cage to try to lock that down. And I was like, if I go below 5 cards trying to dig for that, it's probably not worth it. So
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So I was like, okay, well,
I guess this thing does not need Golgari Grave Trolls. Because that was...
I mean, Dredge only had one problem, and was if it was a known quantity, people brought more hate in the sideboard for it. And if it wasn't a known quantity, then it rolled people, and that's just how it always. It's Living End is the same way. So
yeah, I say I liked Living End.
Yep.
That was another deck I actually played. So
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
There's a theme here.
Yeah, I like graveyards.
Oh, I do too, man. It was so fun playing them. One of my favorites was Nahiri with Emrakul.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That was pretty fun.
That's probably a deck I'm going to have built.